Mansoor mentioned, I have been here so many times, maybe around 50 times, right from 2003. So I'm an allopathic doctor practicing as a cardiologist in India, Chennai. So in 2000 I was introduced to this DXM by my very close friend, family friend of mine, Professor Vaspale and Dr. in 1999, even before DXM started in India. So I came to know about the powerful product of DXM, the first product of DXM, that is this Ganoderma lucida. I never studied about this in my medical curriculum. And I thought, being an allopathic doctor, I had my own reservations in using that. So in 2000, DXN started its business in India, and now it has grown to this stature, and DXN products are available in almost more than around 200 countries now. People are using it, but officially in 80 countries you have the offices, well-established offices and the business. So I came in 2003 in UAE for a cardiology meeting. That's the point of time, I gave 2 lectures. Whatever little I knew about this Ganoderma. And already 3 years had passed in India, and there were a lot of testimonials for this powerful product. Now, in the medical literature, there is a reference of this Ganoderma in our allopathic system. So I'm going to talk about this Ganoderma lucidum. I'm not going to talk about high-sounding medicines, because if I talk about disease and medications, that is not correct in this forum. That's only meant for only medical students. And my specialty, it's a very tough specialty, and one need to work very hard as a cardiologist. And I have been in the field of cardiology from 1981, almost 38 years. I have been teaching my postgraduates in cardiology. And today, almost I have retired. And I practice about 3 to 4 hours in the morning in my clinic. Most of them are my old patients. I don't take up new patients. So still I'm active in my profession, teaching and guiding my postgraduates. And I wanted to become a cardiologist looking at my father. He was a great man, he was a great cardiologist. And he went to Canada in 1957 when he was 6 years old. And he got trained in cardiology. Came back to India and established the Department of Cardiology in Government General Hospital in Chennai. And he was a cardiologist and physician to so many VVIPs and chief ministers. So I thought, if I become a doctor, I can also command that respect. So from the childhood, I thought, I'll follow my father's footsteps, and then I wanted to become a doctor and a cardiologist. I qualified in 1985 as a cardiologist. It's a long journey to be as a cardiologist, and in DXN also. It's almost 2 decades now I am in DXN. To spread the message of health, wealth, and happiness. Right? One should be healthy. My thinking is at least till the age of 60, one needs to be healthy. After 60, the aging process catches up to you. Right? You age, you get into age-related problems. But nowadays, what is happening is, a lot of young people become sick. They die of heart disease, so many problems. And the fundamental, the thing is, the nutrition suffers, they have bad habits, and a lot of stress on them. So many lifestyle diseases are caused by so-called, stress and the unhealthy food. So the fundamental thing you should know is, to maintain your health, nutrition is very important. Good food is very important. So food as medicine, nutrition as medicine. That is a fundamental concept of DX. If you want to remain healthy, then you have to follow certain things. We don't teach about health in medical college. We teach only about the disease and the drugs. After coming to DXN, I thought I can talk more about health. And a great man, our CEO, Dr. Ranjan, founded this DXN, and today DXN is spread to so many countries, and we have powerful products. So protection of health, Ganoderma, it's a very powerful herb. A lot of medicines are derived from herbs, anti-cancer drugs, anti-hypertensive drugs. 70% of allopathic medications are derived from nature. 70. Only 30% are purely chemical. Right? So we must understand nature has given a lot of such powerful herbs and plant products. And one such powerful herb, which is called as the king of herbs, is this Ganoderma lucidum, the red mushroom. So it has basically, it acts on the body, not on the disease. The fundamental difference between the medicine, drugs, and the Ganoderma is that Ganoderma acts on the body and empowers your body to overcome any disease process. Right? I'm going to explain that part. And it has got some medicinal benefits also. So one can use Ganoderma for getting those benefits, medicinal benefits. I think you will all agree with me that health is the most precious asset one can have. Anybody wants to differ from that? No. A lot of people want only money. Vitamin M. They don't want health. They want to die early. Health is very, very important. Now we are focusing, in the present day we are focusing on children's health and women's health. It's absolutely important that we should take care of these two category of people. Of course, being a male, you have a different problem, but the fundamental problem remains very disturbing in children and women. Basically, it's an anemia and malnutrition. Right? So, health is wealth. When health is gone, everything is gone. The definition of health is that it's not the mere absence of disease, but one should have all these 4 pillars of health: mental health, physical health, right? Social health and spiritual health. And added to that, you must have a financial health. That's why I think all of you are experts, right?
Yes.
Why did you come here?
Here to earn.
Why did you come here to this country?
To earn.
To earn money. This country, this great country has given you an opportunity to earn that extra money so that you send back to your family and educate your children. Am I correct or not?
Yes.
I didn't come here. I had all the opportunity to go to, even to United States. I didn't go. I thought I'll stay in India and I'll work for my mother country. So that's what my father did. He came back from Canada, and even though he was offered a high job, he said, no, I'm going to my mother country. I'm going to built the cardiology. He was one of the 4 founding pillars of cardiology in India. I got the inspiration from my father. My role model was my father. I was born with a golden spoon, not even with a silver spoon. Don't think, I am a X, Y, and Z. Right? But my passion for teaching health and my involvement in DXN grew day by day, and that is why I am here, right? To talk to you about health, not about disease, right? So all of you, I think, as experts, you need a health certificate, fitness certificate from the authority, right? If you are not fit, what will happen? If you are not, you must have that health certificate, right? The fitness certificate. So it's very important that you should take care of your health, right? And added to that, I talked about the financial health. Financially also one needs to be healthy. Then only you can, buy good things for yourself. You can educate your children. You can take care of your family, right? So normally professionals like me, no problem. We can earn a lot of money. But there are so many people, who are not able to get the right education. Maybe financially they are not able to do it, or somebody is not able to guide them. It's unfortunate that a lot of people, they don't get the right education. So education is one eye, health is another eye, right? Leave alone the money, right? Money will not give you your health. So food as medicine, nutrition as medicine, that's a concept. Who makes the food at home? Mother or father? Only the mother. Right? So if the mother is healthy, the entire family will be healthy. Right? So food as medicine, nutrition as medicine is very important. We talk about macro and micronutrition, and what we face today is lack of micronutrition, vitamins, minerals, and trace elements. Okay. So Hippocrates said, let food be your medicine. Food as medicine, that's a fundamental concept. Now something has gone wrong with the food. That's why there are a lot of diseases coming up, the lifestyle diseases. Because we become addicted to these fast foods, so-called the fast foods, and they are rich in carbohydrates or fats or sugars, and right from the childhood when they take, they become unhealthy. Fast food is a fast way to death. Right. Don't encourage your children to become addicted to fast foods. Then if you want your child to die at a young age, please do it. Right? That's up to you. So food can become a poison, but the beauty of Ganoderma is it can never become a poison. Any amount you can take, and that will help your body and will give you good health. Right? So it's called as the king of herbs, and initially it was known only to Japanese and Chinese. They consumed this Ganoderma. It's called as a herb of longevity. And now DXN is producing this Ganoderma in tissue culture method, in an organic way. And Ganoderma is DXN Ganoderma is the only Ganoderma which is 100% organic. Because I have visited the factory, and a lot of strict conditions. Under these conditions, they grow this Ganoderma. It is known to us for more than 5,000 years, and it contains, now the scientists they have analyzed and said that it contains more than 400 active ingredients. When initially we started talking about Ganoderma, they said 200, then it became 300, then it became 400, now maybe 500. Because some fractions, when they analyze, they get a lot of subtractions and they add to the list. And basically, they are grouped under these 400 ingredients, are grouped under 5 major headings, right? That means guanylate acid, polysaccharides, adenosine, organic chemistry. I'm not going into too much of biochemistry because that is not needed. I also don't know much about it. Some of the components, they have some medicinal benefits. It can help people with diabetes, hypoglycemic effect, the painkiller as a painkiller with GA beta glucan. It's an anti-tumor, it's an anti-cancer effect is there. It acts on the immune system. It can lower your cholesterol, oleic acid and linseed. They can act as an anti-allergic agent. It's a very powerful heart tonic. It has got antiviral properties, and it's good for liver, heart, liver, brain, and kidney. And it can lower your blood pressure. And one of the powerful components present in Ganoderma is adenosine and guanosine, which can improve your blood circulation. Basically, you need to understand our health is primarily dependent on good blood circulation. Right? So, adenosine and guanosine present in Ganoderma increase the microcirculation, very minute blood vessels, which is essential for the health. So, when you consume Ganoderma, it can help you to prevent certain diseases. At the same time, it can give you those medicinal benefits, what I mentioned earlier. So again, health. Don't neglect your health. As I said, when your health is gone, everything is gone. Right? Doctor cannot give you health. Doctor can give you only medicine for your disease. Right? So protect your health. That's very, very important. So DXN is all about health, 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 health. People know that smoking is bad, drinking is bad. They want to spoil their health. Let them do it. Let them go to hell. Let them die early. No problem. No mercy for them. But when you have come to DXN, you must focus on your health, your family health, your children's health.
Family is not listening.
They will not. Right? I have a lot of experience being a cardiologist. You insult your health. You insult your heart by smoking and drinking. They want to die early, let them die early. Right. But being a DXN, I want you to focus on your health, your family health, and your children's health, which is very, very important. For whom are you working in UAE? For yourself or for family? Right? Come here and you are working here, sacrificing so many things back in your mother country. So you must be extremely careful in protecting your health. I didn't want to come here because I have Gulf in my country. Being a cardiologist, everything is at my command. Right? So I thought, okay, I thought I will not work in any other country. So you have come here for your family. So take care of your health. And as I said, to give two great assets to your children. One eye is health, another eye is education. Education makes a person a better person, a knowledgeable person, and that knowledge has to be transformed through wisdom. Right? If it's not happening, then the education is going to be useless. Right? So, health is the most precious asset you can get. And as I said, Ganoderma acts on the body. It does two things. It does three primary actions on the body. One is the detoxification function. Right? That is, it removes the toxins from the body. The diseases are caused by toxins, excessive sugar, excessive salt, excessive cholesterol, whatever gets accumulated, that causes disease process. Maybe a heart attack, maybe a stroke, maybe a kidney failure, whatever. So the primary action, the most unique action of Ganoderma on the body is that it does the detoxification function. We talk about external toxins and internal toxins. Body produces a lot of toxins, we have to handle that. And two organs are very important in handling that. One is the liver, other is the kidney. Right. On top of it, we take a lot of poisons. So that causes liver disease or brain disease or whatever. So detoxification is the most powerful action of Ganoderma. And in allopathy, we talk about antioxidant effect. When there is an oxidation process going on in our body, that is primarily, it's absolutely necessary for energy production and for nutrition. That's why, oxygen is very critical for us, right? This Mother Earth is unique because there are a few things which is unique to this Mother Earth. Anybody? Any scientists? I'm a cardiologist, don't expect from me. Any science graduates? No? Why there is life in this Mother Earth? Yes? One is water, that is essential for life. So far, have you found out any water in other planets?
Oxygen.
So far? We think the water may be there in Earth-like, so-called Earth-like planets. That's why we have not confirmed, right? Water. Second is, somebody said oxygen.
Yes.
Oxygen is very, very critical. That too in a particular concentration and partial pressure of oxygen. Third thing. Third one. What?
Food.
Food.
Earth,
Important than that, it's your gravity. Right? So, there are certain things which is unique to the Earth. So, the oxygen is required because when we breathe air, there is an oxygen which is getting into the body, and they are carried by the red blood cells, so your blood, and it is delivered to every cell in the body, and the oxidation process happens. And when the oxidation process happens, there are a lot of chemicals, unwanted chemicals, bad chemicals are produced, and they are called as free radicals, and they have to be eliminated by this antioxidant effect. There are certain systems in the body we can do that, but Ganoderma has got a very powerful effect of doing that, the antioxidant effect. Right? Most powerful herb or a food which can give that antioxidant effect, because the antioxidant effect we measure by ORAC value, oxygen radical absorption capacity. It's 5 times more powerful like ginseng. Very powerful antioxidant. And the second is by modulating the immune system. Next to mother's milk, Ganoderma is the most powerful immunomodulator. The immune system develops during the first 3 to 5 years of life. That is why the mother should feed the child up to 2 years. The WHO recommendation is you have to feed the child for 2 years. Are they doing it now? Big question mark. And in India, they give 270 days with full pay for a mother. I don't know about other countries. Full pay. And after that, half pay for another 6 months. Why? Because the mother has to take care of the child, nurse the child, feed the child. Because mother's milk is very, very precious in terms of nutrition and to stimulate that immunity. And next to mother's milk, Ganoderma is the most powerful immunomodulator. So when you consume Ganoderma, you get the immune system which is well developed in children, and that can resist any kind of infection. And for that we have a special product which is given by Dr. Insurgent, the Cocozi. Other drinks, they don't contain health drinks, so-called health drinks, they don't contain Ganoderma. They can give you some extra nourishment, but they cannot stimulate the immune system. So, Cocozi is a very powerful product. When a child consumes Cocozi on a daily basis, the child, will be healthy, very healthy, never fall sick. Right? And the third, the important action is on the blood circulation. It improves the blood circulation. The microcirculation, meaning that some of the blood vessels, microcirculation is 1/100 the thickness of the tap. Blood flowing through that, it has to deliver the oxygen, it has to deliver the nutrition. That will happen only at the microcirculation. So microcirculation is very, very critical for health. And blood circulation is very critical. And which organ pumps the blood? Heart. Right? That is why it is so precious. I am not saying this because I am a cardiologist, but it's a very precious organ. And you have to respect your heart. You should not insult your heart. Even if you get angry, your heart gets insulted. So never, become angry. Anybody. Wife or a husband or a children. Anger is, it's very dangerous. Because your blood pressure goes up, your pulse rate goes up, it's dangerous. Right? So blood circulation is very critical, and now we say, as being a cardiologist, walking is the best medicine. Why walking is the best medicine? Because the heart pumps more blood when you walk, when you run. That means more oxygen, more nutrition to every cell in the body, and you will make that. And heart also requires more blood, more oxygen for its better function. Now, which is the number one killer today? Number one killer?
Financial problem.
Financial problem. Leading to financial problem leads to cancer is third. First is, heart disease. Lot of young people die of heart attack.
It creates from younger days, that's why.
Pardon?
It creates from younger days, heart disease.
Very?
Heart disease creates from younger days.
Anger.
Yeah.
It's a multifactorial disease, right? It's not a single cause. It's a multifactorial disease. As you age also, you are prone for heart disease. You are prone for cancer. So, heart disease kills a lot of young people. Old people will die after the age of 70, 75, 80, that's fine. But we cannot accept young people dying below the age of 1. So one has to take care of his own heart. Protect your heart. Respect your heart. Don't insult your heart. And Ganoderma, by improving the blood circulation, not only to the entire body, but also to the heart. It can help you to have a healthy heart. Right? And you should also have not only a healthy heart, a noble heart. That's why some people are so great when you have a noble heart. Right? So these are the three primary actions of Ganoderma on the body. As I said, Ganoderma acts on the body, not on the disease. That means it is not a medicine. It is only a food supplement. So far am I clear? Because today I am not going to talk about the medicines or disease. Basically it's only health. I explained about this, the oxidative stress. It's 5 times more potent like ginseng, and it can reduce your cholesterol, the vascular protection. It's a very powerful anti-cancer, being an antioxidant. So for prevention, for such illness, Ganoderma will help. Prevention is better than cure. Please don't go to the doctor. You will be in trouble. Of course, we can help the old guys coming after 60 or 70, but not at the age. We don't want young people to become sick. But what is happening today is, we do bypass surgery, all those plumbing, stenting, and all at the age of 30, 35, 40. Right? And working in UAE, you have a lot of stress. Stress is a major killer. Right? Financial stress. Right?
Homesick.
So be careful. Handle those 2 things so that you can avoid a lot of disease occurring in at young age. As I said, very powerful immunomodulator next to mother's milk. This is the most powerful immunomodulator. It will increase the interleukin 1 and 2 interferon, which is absolutely necessary for immunity. A lot of people lack immunity. That is why a lot of children, they get into viral diseases and infectious diseases. It's very common, to take the child to a doctor every month. Is it happening now? Why? The immunity is low. Child is not getting mother's milk. You give Cocosi, you yourself will feel that, see that your child is healthy. You don't have to go to a doctor frequently. Maybe once a year or twice a year or 3 times a year. But what is happening today is because of the malnutrition, undernutrition and low immunity, a lot of the children in the third world countries, the developing countries, lot of children die. They get into a lot of infectious diseases. So Ganoderma can help in that situation. And we give a lot of vaccines. Of course, it's good that we are giving vaccines to prevent many infections. And in future, maybe one of the important reasons the human race can become extinct because of this infection. Because we may not be able to find a drug or an antibiotic for that infection because of the mutation of the virus. Right? A lot of scientists have cautioned. Right? And if you know that how the world can end in 8 years. Have you heard Stephen Hawking? Who is Stephen Hawking? Anybody?
Scientist.
What?
Scientist.
What scientist? He's a great astrophysicist. Right? I have great respect for him. Stephen Hawking. Please go to the YouTube and see what he says. Please go and see. He says, even for another 100 years, human race may not be able to exist in this world. He gives about 5 reasons how the human society can become extinct from this world. Right? And we want our younger generation, our great children, to live. So how do you protect them? So nutrition is very important, and we have to take care of the children. And Of course, we give vaccines, but there are a lot of infections where there are no vaccines. So when you have a good immunity, you can resist a lot of infections. Very powerful immunomodulator, so it can help in autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid, psoriasis. That's a medicinal benefit. And vasodilating effect, this I elaborated how it can help the microcirculation. Microcirculation is very critical for the health. We talked about toxins. So, Ganoderma acts on the body, not on the disease. By helping your body, it helps you to overcome the disease process. Whereas medicines are given for your disease. Allopathy is giving poisonous drugs. Right? There is no drug without side effect. So poison, you should not take poison. So don't indulge in taking too many drugs or poisons. Always, follow the advice of the doctor. Have a good family physician so that you will prescribe what is absolutely necessary for your disease. You need to find out who is the best doctor. Have a good family doctor. There are a lot of specialists now, right? And now if you become sick, is it going to be expensive or not expensive?
Expensive.
So doctors can make a lot of money. Hospitals can make a lot of money. That's why I said don't go to a doctor.
Then that drug companies.
Let the doctor.
You have to be
Let the doctor.
take care of your health. Doctor will not come. But I have done that. Right? Middle of the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. when I get a call, I have to go. I have to save the life. Right? You'll be in cardiac failure. You'll be in cardiogenic shock. You'll have a complete heart block. I have to put a pacemaker. That's my job. I have to do it. I'm ready to do it. Right? The middle of the night, I get up, I go, and there's so many hundreds sometimes. The next day morning, my wife will ask me, "Did you go out yesterday night?" I will not disturb her. Yeah, yesterday I went to see my girlfriend. At 2 a.m. in the morning. Which fool will go at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. just night? So the medical curriculum teaches, that kind of a discipline. We have to save the life. It's very difficult to be a doctor. So don't choose doctor's profession. Right? So apart from these three actions, Ganoderma helps in certain diseases. Right? It has got some medicinal benefits, which is researched, documented, and you have a lot of literature available. I'm not going to talk in detail. I'll just brief them because it's a big lecture. So it can be a natural painkiller. Right? The caution is don't use painkillers unnecessarily. They are highly toxic. Right? Don't swallow your Panadol or Brufen. Most misused drug, used and misused drug is what? Painkiller. What is the most used and misused instrument? What are people are having in their hand?
Mobile.
Reserve saying use, misuse. एक गोली खाने से आपको एक
I can't understand Hindi, madam.
सर
एक गोली, एक क्या?
एक टैबलेट अगर हम खाते हैं एक चीज का रिलीफ मिलता है 10 बीमारियां हमारे अंदर आ जाती
Can you translate?
हैं
If you are taking one tablet for one disease, then 10 more disease that tablet contains. In our
don't take the
So
10 poisons,
I don't take.
right?
um,
Unless, it's absolutely necessary.
Means every medicine has the side effects of 10
Sure,
more
sure,
diseases.
sure.
No, मैंने
We say, one man's food is another man's poison. This is giving poison,
problem हुआ.
right? But allopathy is the most effective system where we can save lives. We can do a, bypass surgery, we can do a kidney transplant, we can do a dialysis, we can do a surgery. Emergency, that's good, but for many of the chronic illnesses, it may not have an answer. You have to take drugs with extreme caution. Right? So it's a natural painkiller. Morinji is Morinji is a natural painkiller. It contains copalatin, which can help in chronic pains. As you age, the pain is very common. Arthritis or leg pain or back pain. So I don't think there is anybody here without some kind of pain. We all indulge in taking painkillers, but please don't do that. Avoid it. Right? Before you swallow one painkiller, think 10 times. Then if you think it's absolutely necessary, then you take.
Allopathy means fast relief. That's why we are used to it. Allopathy means fast relief. That's why people used to take.
You get into problem also very
But
fast.
what about this herbal and organic medicines? They have not fast relief, but they have.
They act slowly, right?
Yeah, they act
but
slowly.
they will
But
have
they-
a benefit. But if the pain is severe, you have to take it.
Benefit.
And also doctor will give a shot.
Yes.
You can't be, watching a person. Right? That too when you describe, urinary colic, stone. That's one of the very painful conditions, urinary colic. So, it can help in arthritis. It's a good, safe painkiller. It has got anti-cancer effect. Right? There are so many ingredients which can act as a very powerful anti-cancer effect. And of course, we have good cancers and bad cancers. And some of the cancers, they don't behave well, and they are resistant to drugs or any kind of treatment. And most of the cancers, they are treatable. And some of the many cancers are curable provided you detect them very early. For example, breast cancers, prostatic cancers, colonic cancers. Right? Detect them early, and then you can definitely be able to cure it. But a lot of people come from the third stage and fourth stage, then we can't do much, right? So along with chemotherapy, radiation and surgery, you give a mega dose of Ganoderma, that is 20, 22 or 24 grams of Ganoderma every day. Because for cancer, you need to give the dose because killing the cancer cell is difficult. So you have this microvita, one sachet in the morning, one sachet in the night. That can act as a very good anti-cancer agent. And you should also, if by allopathy, you can have radiation, chemotherapy and surgery. My first testimonial was a patient with blood cancer, monocytic leukemia, young lady in Chennai. She was a school teacher. She was in the last stage. She was bleeding. She could not walk, and she cannot eat. And doctor said that they cannot treat because the anti-cancer drugs are very, can cause kill the patient. Many patients of cancer, they die because of the side effects of the treatment, radiation or chemotherapy. And accidentally in 1999, even before DXN came to India, I told my friend, this is good for cancer, and she started taking it because doctors refused giving her any medications or treatment because the medicine itself could kill her. And after a month, she became slightly better. She was able to walk a bit. She was able to go to the washroom. She was able to take one idli. And we were all surprised. And after 4 months, she went back to work. That's the first testimony I had. Then I started then I started believing that, this magic mushroom, this red mushroom has got some, powerful benefits. So when I started thinking, in allopathy, we give lot of medicines which are derived from nature. Right? For example, for heart disease, for heart failure, we give a drug called digoxin. Have you heard of that drug? Digoxin for heart failure. So this was discovered about 300 years back by one Dr. William Weathering. Right? Even today, the only drug which is available for heart failure is digoxin. It is from a common flowering plant which is called as Digitalis purpura. Otherwise, the common name is foxglove. Go back and check. So I thought I am using digoxin on a day in and day out, which is a plant product. And there are so many medicines derived, anti-cancer drugs derived from nature, from the plant kingdom. Vincristine, vinblastine, vinorelbine, paclitaxel, docetaxel. So many drugs. As I said, 70% of the allopathic medications are derived from nature. God has given those plants and the herbs. It is we are not utilizing. Right? So that was when, I thought, okay, this red mushroom has got such a powerful anti-cancer. It has helped a lot of, so many hundreds and thousands of people with cancer. Cure, of course, we expect, but in all cancer patients, we cannot expect a cure. Maybe that we can prolong the life for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And I want you to understand today one of the most, the common cancer is breast cancer, right? Colonic cancers, and for male prostatic cancers. So have a regular checkup after the age of 50 so that you can get rid of that cancer. Can cure many cancers. Right? So cancer is probably the third common disease, the killer. Right? So it has got a very powerful anti-cancer agent. It's allergic. It can address a lot of allergic reactions. The anastrong, linseed, cyclooctasulfur, they act as very powerful anti-allergic agents. They are allergic to so many things. Don't use all these chemicals. Hair dye, be careful. It contains a compound which is called as a PPD, polyphenol diamine. Highly toxic to your heart and the kidney. I know how many of you are using hair dye. Please don't use that. I don't dye my hair. If you want to experiment, you drink 5 ml of hair dye. Even God cannot see. Over a period of time, this dye PPD enters your system. It can affect your vision. You can get cancer. You can get into kidney disease or a heart failure. Do you think having a black hair is giving you health? Having a black hair will give you more girlfriends and boyfriends? I have a lot of girlfriends.
No?
Yeah.
DXN
DXN, my family. My DXN, my family, my sisters. In the right sense. Don't always jump to the conclusion, you have something bad.
Yes.
You build your relationship right.
Positive.
Right? So the beauty is not in the hand. It is 1 centimeter below, 1 inch below your frontal lobe cortex. How you behave, how you treat the other human being, how you behave with another opposite sex. Think that they are your own brothers and sisters. That's very important. careful while using hair dye. You may not feel now, you may look very young, you may attract people, but at the end of the day, you will get into problems. One of the causes, right? Hair dye. So and you become other. Now people who are using hair dye, they have this dark patches, right? You have seen that, notice that. You use natural hair dyes like that metallic. Use those, something like that. Natural hair dyes, not the chemicals. If you want a black hair, colored hair. Nowadays, a lot of people use put a lot of colors, right?
Correct.
I don't know what it means. Rainbow colors. All the coloring agents are dangerous. Aniline dyes, they are dangerous. And basically, it can address allergic reactions, maybe skin allergy, nasal allergy, bronchial allergy, whatever it is. Asthma. Asthma is an allergic reaction. So, with the medications, if you take Ganoderma, it will help you. And I said it's a very powerful anti-cancer agent. There are 3 or 4 mechanisms by which it can kill the cancer cells. One is, kills the cancer cells directly. It can activate what is called as the NK cells, natural killer cells, which will kill the cancer cells. And it cuts off the blood supply to the tumor so that, it can die. It's called as the anti-angiogenic effect. So you have this multiple actions of Ganoderma on cancer cells. So that, that's why it's a very powerful anti-cancer agent. Always use Ganoderma in high doses in cancer. That is why Dr. Lim is giving a special product that mycovit, 12 grams. It's very bitter. Otherwise, we ask them to take, if it's available in the form of capsules, 30 capsules of RGGL every day. Right? It regulates the blood pressure. Blood pressure, again, it's a major killer. Young people are becoming hypertensive. Right? Check your blood pressure regularly and keep it under control. It has got ACE inhibiting effect, whereby you lowers the blood pressure. The ideal blood pressure is 120/80, and as you age, you can have a little bit of allowance for your blood pressure. And blood pressure, it can lead to many complications: heart attacks, heart failure, bleeding in the brain, kidney failure. I don't know how many of you check your blood pressure on a regular basis. Please do that. The stress is an important cause for your high blood pressure. There are excellent medications available for blood pressure. If your doctor advises, if your blood pressure is high, please take it. Don't ignore it. Right? And it can reduce your cholesterol. Ideal cholesterol will be 150, and there is a lot of questions nowadays that why cholesterol should be controlled so strict. There's a lot of controversy. So still, my thinking is, keep your cholesterol at a low level. Anything in excess, becomes a toxic. It can lead to heart disease. And it can keep your brain functions very active, increase your memory, brisk and active, and sleep function. Sleep function is very important. And nowadays we focus a lot on good sleep with the night. 8 hours of sleep every day. Don't watch the TV up to 1 a.m. in the morning. Don't use the mobile. Use the mobile, but with caution. Sparingly use it. Because a lot of radiation, a lot of papers are coming that, it can affect your brain and it can cause, damage your eyes. So it's a wonderful equipment, but use it with caution, right? And it's called as a herb of spiritual potency. Buddhist monks, 5,000 years back, they have been taking this Ganoderma to calm their mind and to increase the spirituality. Even today they do it. They take it in the form of decoction. So, if you believe in God, if you believe in being spiritual, right? Jnana Dharma can help you to calm your mind so that you can improve your spiritual function. Right? Whatever religion you believe in God, then you need to follow certain things. Right? And calmness of the mind is very, very essential for getting that spirituality. And my thinking, my feeling is, experience is only after the age of 60, a lot of people, they want to become spiritual. And they are young, they don't want to.
When they're near to die, they become spiritual.
But it's great that, Muslims, they pray 5 days, 5 times in a day. Why?
Yes, sir. 5 times in a day.
So, calming your mind is very important. And that way spirituality adds up to your health. Spiritual health. Describe about the spiritual health. Right? So this is, Jnana Dharma is a herb of spirituality. Reduces the blood sugar, so it's good for diabetic people. I've seen people who are on Jnana Dharma for more than 10 years, 15 years, they are able to come down on their insulin. My own mother, she's 85, that's good, she's fine. She has been consuming Jnana Dharma for more than 15 years now. She has given up blood pressure medications, she has stopped anti-diabetic medications. Can I give poison to my mother?
No.
I can give poison to my wife, not my mother.
Why do I given?
She is also a mother, right? As I said, motherhood is very, very, very precious. Right? All of you love your mother?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, mother is a mother. So I give Jnana Dharma to my mother. Initially, she said, you are an allopathic doctor, you are promoting this, you're asking me to take it, what should I take, I'm not. But once, she believed after some time and she started taking and she felt better and she's 85 and even now she cooks. She lives in the village, every month I go and see her. Right? I'm the only son. I have 2 sisters. Right? My sisters take care of my mother. I go every day from Chennai to the village and live there for at least 5 to 6 days. Right? The most important thing is, we have to respect our parents. So if you want to give Jnana Dharma, give Jnana Dharma to your near and dear ones. Right? First of all, you must take. If you believe in that, you must take. You must not experiment on somebody. Right? So it's good for diabetes. The child.
Yeah.
Child is very precious, right?
Of course.
I don't have children. God has not blessed me with children. Right? So the whole DXN family, right? That's the way I think it. My brothers and sisters. That is what he has given to me. DXN is given to me. I must be grateful to my sponsor, Professor Vaspane and Dr. Ratna. I think they will be here in a few days. We are family friends for more than 30 years. Right? So you have to believe your friend. You have to believe your close friends and relatives. And I've seen, a lot of people with diabetic foot, getting better, amputation, can be avoided. So for diabetes, it's very helpful. Of course, you need to take the medications or insulin as advised by the doctor. Along with that, take ganogrelin. At least 5 grams of ganogrelin a day. Right? It's a very powerful heart tonic, liver tonic, and kidney tonic. Can protect the organic germany is a key component. It helps to protect these vital organs. The detoxification function, we talked about it, and it improves your digestion function, helps in infertility. A lot of Ghana babies are born in India, more than so many thousands, by regulating the hormone levels. So if you have any hormonal problem, it can regulate, especially PCODs, polycystic ovarian disease. That's one of the causes for infertility. Can also help in certain hormonal disorders, but you can't guarantee, everybody will. Got my point, madam? It can help. Try. So it's a powerful regulator of organ function. Ultimately, the regeneration function. Every cell in the body has got the power of regeneration. As we age, we lose a lot of cells. So if you cut the nail, it grows. If you cut the hair, it grows. That's the power of regeneration. You cut the liver, it grows. So ultimately, the power of regeneration determines your cell population and your health. As we age, we lose a lot of cells from the body. So when you take care of a month, your regeneration function becomes better, so that in the old age, after 60, 65, 70, you are energetic, your cell population is protected, your brain cells, your kidney cells, your heart cells, right? So this regeneration function is the ultimate effect of Ganoderma. If you consume Ganoderma for more than 10 years, I have been consuming for more than 19 years now. I am still alive now. I'm active, I'm energetic, I'm 68, I'm completing 68, I'm 69, still I teach, I work. That's the beauty of Ganoderma. Right? I take 10 bars of RTGL every day. That's equal to 7 grams a day. My mother takes 5 grams. Right? So in the old age, one needs to be healthy. Right? When you are sick, you are not wanted by your family. You take it from. Right? So in the old age, it makes you healthy. It's a very powerful adaptogen, meaning that it's absolutely non-toxic, and it will normalize a lot of cells in the functions in the body. Reishi is a very powerful adaptogen. Moringa is an adaptogen. Spirulina is an adaptogen. Any amount you can take, it doesn't harm the body. Stress, as I said, the major killer, important cause for various diseases. And added to this, I talked about the financial stress. Right? So you all come here to relieve your financial stress. Do that, but see that you take care of your health. And for the heart, it's a very powerful heart tonic. It increases the blood circulation, reduces the blood pressure, it has got that ACE inhibiting effect, and it controls sugar, cholesterol, blood pressure. It's risk factors for heart disease, and it's an anti-stress herb. That's why it's a very powerful heart tonic. This is our Bible, Quran or Bhagavad Gita, Braunwald's Heart Disease, textbook of cardiology. It was edited by Braunwald, Eugene Braunwald. He lives in United States, and he is 87 years old. Now the other 4 authors are there, editors, and in that there is a chapter 51 on complementary and alternative medicine approach to the heart disease. In that they talk about yoga, meditation, and a lot of other alternative medicine, complementary medicine. and you have this green algae here for heart disease.
Yeah.
That's your spirulina
Then
and
it's
Ganoderma.
spiraling.
Yoga.
Ganoderma.
When I started reading about Ganoderma in 2000, nothing was available. Now in the textbook of cardiology, there is a reference. I talk to my friends, my colleagues, cardiologists, hey, Ganoderma is good for the heart, man. Why do you want to talk about Ganoderma? Do an angioplasty, stenting, collect your fees, do surgery. That's more easy, no? Why do you want to talk about Ganoderma? Still, I have a passion for DXN, doing DXN, because I can help a lot of people, right, with this DXN products, right? So my colleagues will not accept. And then still, you talk about Ganoderma. At the end of the day, they will ask, Ranjan, coffee is good, give me that coffee. Give me that cocoa. They don't want to become members, they don't want to talk about DXN or Ganoderma.
But they want to take coffee.
They like it. I said, okay, fine. And if you give it free, they are very happy.
They want good thing without.
So remember this, Ganoderma acts on the body, right? Not on the disease. By acting on the body, it corrects your disease process or any disorders. And allow time for Ganoderma to act. Generally, it starts acting 8 to 12 weeks. I have seen people, responding after 6 months. Time is a factor,
Yes.
right? So, diet is very, very important. Healthy diet, nutritious diet, and Ganoderma comes under food. Drugs are poisons, try to avoid. But when your doctor says it's absolutely necessary to control your blood pressure or diabetes or whatever, you have to take this now the food. But see that your health is so good that you don't require drugs. And if you want the references, go to these websites and make a research for yourself. Right? And go to PubMed. There are so many thousands of papers published on Ganoderma, on various, the benefits of Ganoderma, health benefits of Ganoderma. PubMed.gv, punch Ganoderma, you get list of those.
Those websites.
Pardon?
The websites.
Websites, yeah. Don't research too much, right? You will be in trouble. It's only for the researchers who will do. You accept the information, see whether this information is they are right. If you feel that is right, you take those information, right? Research information, and you don't start researching on Ganoderma. And I've seen people saying that I want to grow Ganoderma. Dr. Lim has got a technology and he is giving the Ganoderma, and your job is to just take it. And he has invested millions and millions and millions of dollars. You don't require to do it. Some people, they are crazy, cranky. I have come across such fools, idiots. Sorry to say that. As average human beings, we don't. Somebody is interested, okay. They will spend his lifetime in it. You can. Right? So by doing that, you will give a lot of information to humanity. Rishi is the king of herbs, herb of immortality, and for protecting your health and for prevention, take care of it. If you have any disease process, along with the medications or treatment, do that. Right? So I will talk about a couple of products. I said this Morinji is good for, it contains a lot of enzymes, good for your stomach. Right? and it also contains scopolamine, a natural painkiller. It can give you a good sleep. It contains prozeronin, which is converted into zeronin, which is an essential amino acid which is required during the periods of stress. Right? It's a fruit juice with medicinal benefits. No need. Morinda citrifolia. It's excellent product. Right? You take about 1 tablespoon twice daily, you'll have the health benefits. It's a very powerful painkiller. And this toothpaste, it's a magic toothpaste. It contains Ganoderma, so that it makes your gums very healthy. I'm 68. I have been using this Ganoderma paste for the past 18 years.
Sir, excuse me. Sir,
I have all the 32 teeth intact.
Sir, excuse me. The paste is free.
I'll take the questions later, right? Later after this session, so because I'll be comfortable doing that, right? This paste, it's a food gel plus Ganoderma. Food gel plus milk plus Ganoderma. It's not silicon, right? So the strength of the teeth, it's dependent on your strength of your gums. Right? How do you protect the gums? Make it healthy. There should be more blood circulation. At the same time, there should not be any gingivitis infection. This paste is very powerful. It is not like ordinary paste which is available in this market. That is silica with added chemicals. It's absolutely safe, natural, very powerful. Right? I have, as I said, I have all the 32 teeth intact. Any dentist here, you can check me, no problem. Don't go to a dentist. You know how much it costs to implant a zirconium tooth? In India, but very expensive. Maybe $2,000, $3,000. In India, it is 40,000 rupees. So if you end up with the implantation of 4 or 5 teeth, what happens?
All salary gone.
All your earning is gone. So don't go to a dentist. Very bad place, right? And another important product is that coconut oil, virgin coconut oil. Right? Virgin coconut oil is one of the best oils for cooking. You take internally, it helps your brain. It contains lauric acid, which is a fuel for the brain. It is converted, lauric acid is converted into monolaurin, which energizes the brain cells. Especially people with in the old age, with the loss of memory, Alzheimer's, Parkinsonism, is one of the best. Cooking oil, this is the best oil to be used. There are 3 oils which is good for cooking. One is coconut oil. The highest rating is given for coconut oil. Virgin coconut oil. Why it is called virgin coconut oil? Because nobody raped this oil, right?
Because we are using for cooking, that's it. No?
Because when you extract oil, you heat up to 500 degrees Celsius to extract the oil and add some chemicals. Right? This is by cold compression method or ultracentrifugation method, where the maximum heat is around 40-45 degrees. And this is from the freshly grated coconut oil, not from the dried copra. Right? I think this oil comes from Colombo, Sri Lanka. In India, we produce our own virgin coconut oil. Right? So, this is a very powerful product. Which oil you use for cooking? Here, which is the oil normally you buy from the shop?
No. Mine no.
All those corn oil, canola oil, walnut oil, they are not good. Since it is marketed by those guys, they said don't eat ghee, don't eat coconuts, don't use coconut oil. Who did that? Who promoted that?
The one who is selling.
Hmm? Who promoted that?
Market monopolies.
The Western guys. Wait for us. Right? So, they are very toxic, right? This is a very good oil, and when you take internally, it helps your brain. Very powerful product. You can use it for your chapati, dosa, parota, making dosa, and you can, for anything you can use cooking. So such products, there are so many products, and all the products are very safe. And you have the beverages ranges, coffee, cocoa, tea, right? But the most powerful product is caramel, right? So food as medicine, nutrition as medicine. Health, wealth and happiness. And build your network to have that extra money back to try to overcome your financial stress.
Yes.
That's a little long process, right? Basically, there are 3 steps. One is use the products. Without you using the product, you cannot talk about the goodness of the product. Second step is talk about your products to your friends and relatives. The third step in DXN network is sponsor people, a lot of people into network.
Yes.
End of the day, you need a pension. Do you have a pension after you stop working here?
No.
No.
I think they will give you a good pension.
No.
Where?
So all of us require pension to buy your food and medicine, right? That's what I thought. Okay, being a doctor, I earn money, but I don't have pension. It's a dignified police job, being a doctor. I see a patient, he'll give a fee. Right? So I thought, why not I create a pension? So that is built in the DXN network marketing. And as a crown diamond, I am getting a good pension in DXN. I'm able to travel and I'm able to meet a lot of people. And that makes me happy. Right? I have friends all over the world through DXN. Money is one part, but the other part is the travel freedom, your financial freedom, whatever it is, health freedom from your disease. So DXN is such a wonderful sort of company which gives you a lot of opportunities to build whatever you want in life. It's up to you to decide what you want. So go back, think. I want all of you to go back to your mother country with a good DXN pension. At least $1,000 a month. Is it possible?
Yes.
It's possible, provided you invest your time in DXN.
Yes.
It's 10:15 now. Only today I came. I'm also too tired. Right? Traveling all the way. So I'll meet you next time and there's another opportunity because I keep coming. And any questions, don't ask about the disease. I am not here to talk about the disease. If I talk about the disease, I want medical students and medical postgraduates. Right? This DXN is all about health. Right? Any questions I can take? You wanted something? Sir, you want something?
Space having fluoroid content.
I'm not a dentist, but why fluoride is necessary? Why fluoride is necessary? I have to learn from you.
No, I get about it's not good.
It is not good. See, the fluoride, they are all trace elements which are essential for certain cells in the body, and especially the fluoride content. As you said, if it is in excess, especially in the water, it can lead to staining of the eyes, and it can damage your teeth. Have you seen people with the red or brownish the coloring in the teeth? That means the groundwater they should have been drinking using that groundwater rich in fluoride. Especially in some areas of Andhra Pradesh, in the India, you can see. And like that, trace elements, some with the lead, arsenic, mercury, right? This doesn't contain fluoride, right? Anything in excess becomes better. This is a food gel plus Ganoderma with menthol, and they have glycerin, I think, some components. It's absolutely safe. Have I answered your question?
Yeah.
I think dentist will be a better person to answer, if you want some details. All I know is, the gums must be strong enough to hold your teeth. And this Ganoderma toothpaste does that, because since the Ganoderma is there in the toothpaste, it will improve the blood circulation in the gums, and it will make healthy, the gums healthy, so that even at the age of 60 or 70, your teeth are intact, right? But old age, what happens is that the bone recession happens, and the teeth will fall. That is at the age of 75, 80. You don't want to lose your teeth at the age of 28, 25, or 30, right? Any questions? Any more questions?
Spirulina can be applied for infant.
Spirulina?
Can apply for infant less than 1 age.
Infant, general saying is, as an allopathic doctor, we say that it should not be given below the age of 1 year. Anything, only the mother's milk up to 6 months, then the food supplements, right? Up to 1 year. So, from the pediatrician's point of view, there is no need to give spirulina in that age. But if their child has got malnutrition, yes, you can give, right? For a infant, you don't give. What is the definition of infant? Infant, then the child, right? Infant is up to what age, or how many months, or how many weeks? Then there is a pediatric age, because your answer must be very, very specific. The infant food is meant only for infant. You cannot give any other food for the infant. Only mother's milk. Up to 6 months. Right?
After 6 months.
Some semi-solid food is allowed. Right? But if the child is malnourished, definitely you can give spirulina. You open up a capsule of spirulina, put it in this ghee rice, or give it. Lot of children take in Africa because malnutrition kills a lot of children. Not the deadly viral infections. Simple malnutrition kills a lot of. Any other question? That means all of you have become pundits in two things, whether whatever I spoke, it was useless, or you are much more knowledgeable than me. Anyhow, it's a good thing that I'm able to give you some information on the DXM product, especially Ganoderma. It's called as the king of herbs. Consume Ganoderma on a daily basis and use DXM products. Right? I don't know how many of you are interested in building the DXM business. Why do you want to build the DXM business? A lot of people are raising their hands. There is nothing, no harm. Just raise your hand. I want to build my DXM business because I said I want a old age pension. Right? Even though I have a lot of assets, I still want